Hello, everyone. We'll just give it a few minutes before we start. We'll just wait for a couple of people to join first before we head over to Sue. Okay, just a couple of more seconds. Okay, my name is Zuki Tuso. I work in the marketing department at Hotel Res. Unfortunately, Daniel couldn't make it today. So I'm just doing a little bit of an intro of Greengage and our partnership, and then I will hand over to Sue after that, who will do an intro and then take you through the presentation. So basically, as a company, we're just really proud to be working with Greengage on our sustainability journey. And also basically to just give a little back to a little something back to the planet. So Greengage is the leading UK company, and they offer hotels EcoSmart certifications. Their founder and CEO is Andrew Perrels, and he is basically the leading expert in all industry events around sustainability. He's very well known, and he does a lot of there's a lot of speaking events, in a lot of UK panels. And Greengage also partners with a lot of important associations such as the BTA. And they also work with many UK hotels such as Sarova, and Sarova really speaks highly of them, about their product and the actual offering. So if you wanted to know more about Greengage and more information about Greengage, we also feature them on our website. So after this webinar, you can take a look at our website and get to know more information from there. So Greengage also partners with a lot of leading GDS UK hotels or agency, for example, Clarity. And basically, what we will do, we'll make sure that we increase your agency sales through them, and also show the green footpath through the corporate RFP, and so that we can make sure that your participation is highlighted in many of our collateral and tools. So I'll hand over to Sue, who can take you through to the Greengage offering.
Thanks very much. So I'm Sue from Greengage Solutions. Hate to say that I've been in the industry for over 35 years now, both on the hotel side and more recently with a travel management company. So I've been on your side as well and worked very closely with the GDS. Whilst working with the travel management company, the topic of sustainability grew, the interest in it grew and grew throughout my time there. Probably 30 years ago, it was something that was really not considered, but certainly within the last 5 years, it's become actually the fourth main buying decision for accommodation bookers. That's after availability, price and location. The fourth buying decision is sustainability. So it is imperative for hotels and venues to be able to demonstrate their credentials in sustainability. So Greengage Solutions, as Zuki said, was set up by Andrew Perrels in 2019. And although we've evolved massively within the industry, our mission actually remains the same. our mission is to inspire and empower organisations to create meaningful change to fight the environmental crisis. We do this through our sustainability certification, which is called ECOsmart, which we'll discuss a little bit more. We have a consulting decision and we have carbon measurement tools as well. And we're working with hotels and venues and travel management companies and meetings and events organisers. And we're also working with the corporate clients directly, helping them to meet their ESG goals of their travel programmes. And we also work with green products and service providers as well. I think it's important that we set the scene first. These graphs that you can see on the screen are known as the warming stripes or the climate stripes. They were published by their originator, Professor Ed Hawkins, a climatologist. It shows the progression of the average global temperature at the top and the average temperature of the UK at the bottom from 1850 to 2023. And you can see on the left the cooler blue stripes and on the right the red stripes, which are the hot stripes. And that's where we are today. So it's no wonder that we're seeing devastating events like the flash floods that happened in Valencia, where over 200 people lost their lives. And this tragedy is Europe's worst flood-related disaster that most of us have seen in our lifetimes. In Britain, flooding already causes billions of damage every year, and that affects us in many, many ways. A number of households are at significant risks of flooding, and this is only increasing. And global temperatures are set to rise by 4 centigrade by 2015. It's been scientifically proven that climate change is down to human activity. Last year at COP, Al Gore delivered a powerful and urgent speech about the severity of the climate crisis. He revealed that Greenland is now losing 30 million tonnes of ice every hour. So I'll just let that sink in. In the time that we're spending together today, around 15 million tonnes of ice will have melted in the North Atlantic. And that obviously can have devastating effects. The travel industry is a key focus, as research shows that it's responsible for up to 11% of global carbon emissions, 20 to 25% of which is actually from hotels. PwC's travel programme is responsible for 80% of the company's emissions, much of which is from air, I'll admit that, but a high percentage is also from their accommodation programme. Hence, this has become, like other corporate companies, a real concern and a real focus of their sustainability policy. So what can we do about it? And how can we use our eco-credentials to drive business? A third-party certification that meets your market's requirements is now a necessity. The ECOsmart certification is a B2B certification that does not align our partners, and which are accommodation providers, with campsites and tourist attractions, but with hotels that want to invest in the UK transient corporate market and meetings and events markets. It will ensure that a hotel or venue demonstrates compliance with recognised standards, bookers need to be assured that venues are compliant to meet their own internal policies and procedures. The leading third-party certifications will meet the standards of the UN sustainability goals. We ourselves, as an organisation, we're B Corp accredited and will be the first to be UCAS accredited also. The ECOsmart certification strengthens competitor advantage. As mentioned, a third-party certification is now the fourth consideration in the buying decision after availability, price and location. And it's very important to be able to demonstrate your credentials and not to mark your own homework internally. In fact, Booking.com, they withdrew their own certification program last year, as within the industry, it was thought that they were, as I said, marking their own homework. So the certification didn't hold any credibility. ECOsmart eradicates any misleading claims. And with the EU introducing their Green Claims Directive, this is later this year, this is really important because a hotel or venue can be fined for any incorrect claims that they are making around sustainability. In fact, the term greenwashing came from the travel industry. It's a combination of green associated with environmentalism and whitewashing, covering up wrongdoing. A hotel encouraged guests to reuse their towels, supposedly to help the environment, but in fact it was to cut costs and use as a marketing tactic. The ECOsmart certification helps to win new business and retain existing business, and shows that a venue is proactive by collating all the credentials in one place, can enhance tenders and RFP documents. And at this time of year especially, it's vital to become RFP ready. The ECOsmart certification encourages continual improvement, identifying gaps and improving efficiency. And I stress continual improvement, because what we don't do is run through the survey, give you the recommendations, and then come back to you a year or two later. What we want to do is work in partnership with you to help you make those continual improvements. So unlike other green certifications, you can be recertified as many times as you like within the term of partnership. Your sustainability programs should touch all areas of the business, including human resources. And the ECOsmart certification attracts new employees and builds staff loyalty. The next generations are interested and educated on sustainability and want to work for organisations that reflect their own morals. And finally, and probably most importantly, the certification offers clients transparency and enhances credibility, building trust with your clients, possibly the most important benefit of being independently certified. ECOsmart is the chosen certification of most major TMCs. It's the sustainability benchmark and is the chosen partner of Hotel Res, building a collection of properties that are focused on leading the way. We're working with organisations such as Clarity, Brighter, Conference Care and One Global, ensuring that their hotel supply chain can demonstrate their eco-credentials and they can report on sustainability of the hotels that they choose to help their clients meet their ESG goals. The process is very simple. We log you onto an award-winning ECOsmart portal, which is exceptionally intuitive. You don't need to be an environmental expert to complete it, and we're here to handhold you every step of the way. You can have multiple users on the system to engage a team of your colleagues in the process. You have all your sustainability credentials all in one place. And one of the many unique features is that ECOsmart, as I mentioned, with ECOsmart, we're not just putting a sticker on your window once the certification is done. We want to work with you to make continual improvements. Hence, you can be recertified with no additional costs as many times as you like throughout the partnership. And this obviously, each time this happens, we remarket the property and it gives you additional marketing opportunities as well. Once you're certified, we connect you through our API to many different booking platforms, including booking.com, and you'll be highlighted on the GDS, ensuring that as an EcoSmart hotel, you receive priority listing positioning. We want you to see a return on your small investment into leaving the environment in a better state than it is today. Our pricing is transparent. There are no joining fees or hidden extras because we want to drive sales through sustainability. Everything mentioned today is included in the standard package of 499 plus VAT, and further support is offered in specific areas with the more enhanced packages. I want to leave you with a quote from a cultural anthropologist. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Thank you for attending today, and please do get in touch with me or your team at the Hotel Res to discuss next steps, and feel free to ask any questions. I don't know, Zuki, if anybody has put any questions on the chat as yet. I can't see those, but please feel free to ask any questions.
There's no questions at the moment. So shall we give it just a few minutes if anybody's got questions?
I'll follow up with you all with the information that we've discussed today, and we can discuss next steps. And I'm more than happy to give you a demonstration of the portal.
Okay. Cecilia says thank you. I think nobody has questions.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day and look forward to speaking to you all further. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Sue. Bye.
Hi, Fran.